Must be some kind of drain. It doesn't smell very nice down there.
That's not my fault, in case you were wondering.
I wasn't, but thanks for the clarification. This one doesn't look finished.
No, it's still a work in progress.
Is that supposed to be me?
Yeah, you're the only woman I know who isn't old and wrinkly, so you're way easier to draw. You can have it when I've finished if you want.
Why are all these burnt papers on the floor?
Oh, I always burn my bad drawings.
But why would you do that?
What's the point in keeping things around if they don't represent you?
Pretty. Too bad the legs are broken.
Yeah, I wonder how that happened.
That furnace could really be useful. This is a really great find.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Nothing going on in there right now. Not much I can do with the outside of the furnace.
It's best just not to touch it. I learned that the hard way.
Nothing in there but ash.
What?
I said ash, Denby. The gas mask's filter is empty, which makes it pretty useless. Here, I think you dropped this.
Oh, sweet! I was gonna go back tonight and steal... I was gonna think about what a shame it was that I didn't have any more chalk.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm glad I saved you the trouble at any rate. Take care of yourself, Denby.
I'll try my best.
Butcher, a word, if you would.
Yeah, what is it?
The Ministry of Resources is in need. You are hereby requested to provide your stocks of meat for government distribution.
But I hardly have any meat to spare, and it'll be a while before I can get more.
Be that as it may, Aurelius has extended you the courtesy. In exchange, you will be provided 2 water purifiers per month.
I don't know. I have to think about it.
Very well. If you change your mind, please notify the Ministry, but know that this offer will not last forever. Good day to you, citizen.
Gordon, I found this gas mask, but the filter is empty. Would it be of any use to you at all?
Yes, this is good. If I can get a filter, this would be exactly what I need. Thank you, Amy. Here, I have something you might like to trade.
What is it?
An aristocrat guard ran through here earlier and dropped his flintlock pistol. It got a bit damaged, but I figured you might be interested in messing around with it for parts.
Yeah, that sounds good. Thanks. And don't worry, I'll find a filter for you, I promise. I'm sure somebody around here has to know something about them.
Yeah, now that you mention it, Nelson's probably the guy to see about that. He's got books on just about everything.
Citizens, this is a reminder that the Ministry of
The pistol is only slightly damaged. It hasn't got any bullets, but the flintlock mechanism still looks like it works. Should be useful if I need to light anything on fire.
Just couldn't stay away, could you?
No, I haven't quite reached today's quota of looking at dead meat. Your sheep should be fine now.
Really? What did you do?
Just gave Pop some blue burglar. He said it should be able to feed the sheep soon.
Oh, you're a lifesaver, Amy. I can't thank you enough.
I'm just glad I could help. I saw you having words with that guard. What was that all about?
Yeah, nothing. He was just trying to get me to sell out to the government. I promised Danton I'd give the rebels my extra supplies. I'm not betraying her for the wigheads.
I admire your loyalty. See you later, Gus.
You bet.
Hi, Nelson.
Good to see you, Amy. What can I do for you?
Coming out here, reading books, it makes me realize I've got the perfect life.
Ah, I see. I do as well. It gives me pleasure to help how I can, although I'm too old to fight.
What made you decide to join them?
Danton makes some good points, despite being a bit overzealous. The favoritism the aristocracy showed their elite patrons after the plague began is completely inexcusable. Once the poor couldn't fund their medical research, we were quickly cast aside for those who could. Danton is brash, perhaps a bit foolish, but her ideals are what we need.
I think I'd like to read for a while, if that's okay.
Of course. What subject are you interested in reading about?
I want to read up on science.
Wonderful. I think I've got just the book for you.
Interesting. This information could be pretty useful.
Just couldn't stay away, could you?
No, I haven't quite reached today's quota of looking at dead meat. I'm looking for salt, like the kind you use on meats. Where can I find some?
Well, there's plenty out at the salt flats just outside the city, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to go out there. The walk takes a while, and lugging the stuff back's a chore.
It shouldn't be a problem. How do I get there?
You know the abandoned South Coast rail yard near Fripp Square? Just follow the main track down about half a mile, and you'll find it.
Thanks. Will do. See you later, Gus.
You bet.
I can't believe I never knew about this place. It's the perfect spot to get away from everything. Am I hearing things, or is that music? Looks like this train has been here a long time. I wonder when the last time it actually ran was. It's locked. How odd. I'm surprised this thing hasn't been chopped down for firewood yet. Looks as though someone has been excavating for salt here. Probably Gus. Plenty of salt has been dug up here. I'll take a handful. I'm back. Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
If you're worried about that, you could always try knocking.
Fair point. Not a bad idea, but I should put the wood in some kind of container first. At least this will make carrying the wood around slightly easier. Okay, I'll rub salt into the wood. That should prep it for carbonization.
What are you doing?
An experiment.
Boring.
Not when it involves burning stuff.
Oh. Well, yeah, that's cool then.
Now we're cooking.
What? You're actually gonna cook?
No, it was a figure of speech.
Oh, thank goodness. I still have nightmares about that lamb stew sometimes.
I'll make it again if you don't shut up.
Copy that. So, did your experiment work?
Don't be so nosy, Denby. Nice. The wood burned long enough to become activated carbon.
What?
Spend some time reading Nelson's science books and you might learn something. Burning the salt-infused wood left me with this lump of activated carbon. Time for me to go.
Okay, see ya.
Gordon, look. I got you some charcoal for your gas mask's filter.
I don't believe it. I don't know what to say.
Then listen. Nelson has a science book explaining how you can make charcoal filters. It's really not that difficult. If you can find or make more masks, you can make filters and provide them to anyone who needs them.
I'm stunned, Amy. Thank you for your help.
We've all got to look out for each other.
Merchant, a word if you would.
What do you want?
Aurelius of the Ministry of Resources is officially requesting your supply of raw brass.
What? But brass is my most valuable material. It's practically impossible to come by these days.
Correct. Which is why in exchange, the Ministry is offering you 10 food vouchers a week. Do you accept this offer?
I don't know. 10 food vouchers a week is a lot, but I'll have to think about it.
Very well. If you change your mind, please notify the Ministry, but know that this offer will not last forever. Good day to you, citizen.
That's a tough offer to refuse. Why didn't you accept?
Because if I hand over my materials to the aristocracy, I won't have enough to provide to Danton.
That's pretty loyal, Gordon.
She's what we need to change this place, even if it hurts in the short term.
Attention citizens. 2 minutes of silence will be observed this evening at sundown in remembrance of Blast Day.
Glad to see you've returned. I assume you've managed to sort things out with our suppliers?
Yes.
You've done well, Amy. I think you'll get along here just fine. But understand this. Committing yourself to help the Resistance is not a promise made lightly. We require your full cooperation and transparency. No secrets or lies. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, quite clear. So I'm guessing there's more work to be done?
Come with me. Thank you for helping our